Problema nitong alaga ko. Anong problema yan? Uyo, yung alaga ko kanina pa nag-iingay.
Ata, wait lang.
Iyan, tulungan mo nga ako.
Ano ba yun?
Pusa ko kasi ang ingay. Kanina pa
Ano
siya.
ba nangyari?
Hindi ko nga maintindihan. Tulungan
Nag-ML ako. Wait lang, atak na ako.
Tulungan mo na ako. Ang
Pumunta ka na lang doon sa kapitbahay natin. Meron doon, oh.
Tulungan mo na ako. Sige na.
Meron sila alaga pusa doon. Ano ba yan? Ang gulo mo naman. Ano ba yan eh? Doon ka na sa kapitbahay natin. Wait lang, atakin na ako. Ano ba yan eh? Pumunta ka na doon sa kapitbahay natin eh. May pusa doon. Wait lang, atak na ako. Meron sila alaga pusa doon. Ano ba yan? Ang gulo mo naman.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Ha.
Uy. Alam mo ba to? Kasi mo may problema yung alaga ko. Tingin mo ba? Ano ba to? Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Teka, ano ba to? Wala, hindi ko alam to. Ikaw, alam mo ba to?
Ano ba to? Hindi ko rin alam.
Teka.
Baka alam ng pusa ko to.
Meow! Sagutan mo nga to. Sagutan mo nga to. Alam mo ata to eh.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. So, sampling distribution. Probability distribution of a sample statistic that is formed when sample of size n are taken from population. Here's the formula. Sampling distribution is equal to summation of mean sample over population. For example, Gilbert got a new job in a shoe store at SM San Fernando, Pampanga. The number of pair shoes he was able to sell for 3 days are 2, 3, 5. List all the possible samples of size 2 that can be drawn from the population with replacement. Then, compute the mean for each sample. Lastly, find the sample of the sampling distribution of means and the mean of the population. As we can see here, we must list down all possible sample of size 2 that can be drawn from the population with replacement. So we list it down. And then the solution. So, the summation of sample is 30 because we add all the samples together. And the population is 9. So, 30 divided by 9 is equal to 3.33. Variance of sampling distribution of mean. Here is the formula. As you can see here, this is the formula for sample distribution of mean. That is sample variance and sample size. While this is for the formula for standard error, which standard deviation over sample size example. If the sample mean size is n equals 2 and the population variance is 7.75, what is the sampling distribution of means equals to and standard error of the mean? So for that, we must list down the formula first, and then the solution. In A, sampling distribution is equal to 7.75 over 2. And the results are 3.875 or 3.88. And letter B, we must simply root it. So 3.88 square root is equal to 1.97. Central limit theorem. This theorem describes the relationship between the sampling distribution of sample means and the population that the samples are taken from. In this, the sample of size n, where n is greater than 30, are drawn from any population with a mean and a standard deviation. Then the sampling distribution of mean samples approximate a normal distribution. The greater the sample size, the better approximation. Here's the formula. So, we must head on to confidence interval. Here's the formula. Margin of error is equal to z-score times standard deviation divided by square root of n. So how do we get the z-score? Simple. Z times A divided by 2. Now finding margin of error given upper class limit and lower class limit. The formula is margin of error is equals to upper class limit minus lower class limit divided by 2. Example, 35.08 and 36.92. We must substitute the value in the designated formula. So 36.92 minus 35.08 over 2 is equal to 0.92. And another one, 9,920.51 and 10,079.49. So 10,079.49 minus 9,920.51 is, and divided it by 2 is equal to 79.49. Finding confidence interval given X and E. So yeah, it's just like what we've talked about, but in reverse. Now for activity. Question number 1. If the value of the sampling distribution of means is 6.54, find the population variance and give the sample size is n equals 2. Time's up. The answer is 13.08. Why? First of all, we must list down the formula. So the formula is for sampling distribution. And we will get the population variance. Since the sampling distribution of mean has its own value, we must substitute it. Now, we then cross multiply. So 6.54 times 2 is equal to 13.08. Question number 2. Suppose a random sample of size 200 is taken from a population with a mean of 510 kilograms and standard deviation of 15 kilograms. A. Find the mean and the variance of the sample mean. And letter B. If it is required to reduce the standard error of the mean to less than 0.5 kg, what is the minimum sample size? Well, time's up. The answer for letter A is 1.125 or 1.13. The formula that we'll be using is the sampling distribution of mean. So, we substitute it. Secondly, 15 squared is equal to 225 divided by 200. And we got the answer. Next, the letter B. So in B, we must substitute the value. So 0.5 is greater than 15 divided by square root of n. And then we cross multiply it. After that, we must cancel 0.5 so that we may able to divide it to 15. The answer is square root of n is greater than 30. But wait, there's more. In order for us to remove the square root, we must square both sides. So, n is greater than 30 squared. 30 squared is equal to 900. But it's not over yet. If we analyze the question said, what is the minimum sample size? So, what's the minimum sample size from 900 to infinity? It's 901. So the answer is 901. Hooray! You made it into the end of the video. Well, see you next time and thank you for watching.
O yan o, nagets mo na ba?